At one point in my life, I think I finally had a moment where I was able to block everything out and to focus on just one goal and do everything that I possibly could to achieve that goal. Think about those habits that I had at that moment in time and just how committed I was to not allow anything to take me off my focus and walking in that purpose that I felt like I was in. And I think we all go through seasons in our life where a lot of things can make sense, and then we have moments in our life where I'm not gonna say we feel confused, but we stick in the comfortable because stepping outside of it can sometimes make us feel confused. Um, and I feel like I've been in that period in the last year, kinda, in some way. In some ways, I did step out of my comfort zone, but in some ways, I didn't really challenge myself. And I can't help but think about so many things that I wrote down that I wanted to achieve this year that I missed. And now that we're in the month of December, and I know all too often we do this, and it's very ironic that it is the month of December, but I think about the new year. I think about my next 365 days and how I want those to go. And I can only think of two words, well, three: now or never. Either I work towards my dreams wholeheartedly now, or I never will. Either I commit myself fully to, making the things that are thoughts that I have in my head and the things that I want to achieve a reality, or I never will. And I guess the hard part is saying, like, yeah, well, the easy part is saying, yes, I want to achieve this, this, and this. But the hard part is going from saying it to yourself to, then acting on those words, consistently acting on those words. And a lot of people say that, oh man, you just looking for motivation. Well, motivation comes and goes. You know what I mean? Discipline is what keeps all that flowing. Discipline is what make it look like it was motivation. You're not gonna be motivated every day. I know that, and I'm no fool to that. But I say all that to say that I'm at the point where I know that it is now or never for my dreams, or I'll never get to the things that I want to get because my clock is constantly ticking. Your clock is constantly ticking. And the window of opportunity is constantly closing with every second that we waste just thinking on a dream or thinking about doing something and not actually acting. I think all the time about how growing up I had a lot of resources when it came to sports, people that I could reach out to and get information from and learn different techniques or just brainstorm different things that I thought about sports. And, that way I can apply it to my game and, in some way just help me understand it more. And a lot of times people forget that life is like that as well. And sometimes people don't always want to express what they know to you as well. But what I've learned is sometimes you have to close your mouth and just listen because they'll tell them. They don't know that they're telling them. Because people just talk. And you have to use those moments in time to motivate yourself. That motivation that I was saying that comes and goes. And you have to see how people are moving. I'm pretty sure you're watching people that are doing or walking in the dreams that you want someday. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with, looking at other people that are doing what you're doing. They're prime examples of that. It is achievable. That the things that you want are right there and it's obtainable because God wouldn't have gave you the thought of that dream if it wasn't achievable. But the difference between you and them is they acted on it. The same way I'm sitting here saying it's now and ever for my dreams, they said the same for themselves. And you have to say the same for yourself. You have to say the same for yourself. You have to look at your dreams, you have to write them down, and you have to write down, basically you got to do what I did. I wrote down 365 things that I wanted to achieve next year. I have 365 days to do it. That means I can take one thing day by day. And at the end of the year, when we're sitting back and we're watching this same video, I can wholeheartedly say that I achieved hopefully 90% of the things on my list. 90%. Now or never. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. How does your year end? How does your year begin? Are you going to be the same person that you are now or different? Be the change you want to see. Make your dreams happen. Get out of your comfort zone.